Come on, computer. Ah, it's bloody frozen on me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shitload of problems. Okay, I was going to wait to see if my stream is actually running. Live now. Yay! Finally, it's working! Right, go log into a Discord. Okay. Can anybody hear me okay? Right. Okay, that's loud. Exit. Okay. Right, let's make my way to the hotel. Okay. Well, sounds like they are. way. Clip and turn from the curb. Can anybody hear me on the Discord chat? Trailer. Wait. We'll meet you back at the hotel. Just go and put me trailer out of the way.
Copy.
Okay. See what I've done. Okay. That's why. Okay, we're all here. Right. Arrow, have you got a container trailer, mate? Hello, Jean Paul.
Angel will be back in a sec. He's just on a bathroom break.
Oh, right, okay. So have you all got any container trailers?
Yeah, I've got mine left at where you left yours over at the port.
Yeah, it should be alright there. The road's wide enough for people to get by, so it's not... As long as it's off the road, it should be okay.
Okay. Angel's back now.
Okay.
Hey, hello there, buddy.
Hello there. Finally, we get to actually speak to each other with voice. Yeah, I was going to. The reason why I called you on the Facebook is so I could use the Facebook chat as a comms between us. But have you got pallet wrap to Estonia? Anybody?
I will have to check. Yeah, I'm on Discord, buddy. I'm streaming as well right now. You probably as well.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
And
we are.
we are always here on Discord, so you can join our channel if you want. Then we are in a constant voice talk instead of the CB. Well, it's hard for me to use the Facebook, that Facebook thing, Messenger thing, because we are already on our Discord, you know.
Oh right, okay. So I need to download the Discord app. So I'll probably have to do that once this stream has ended. However, we can certainly use our streams to talk to each other, probably. Or certainly use the CB. Right, I'm going to look at the job market. I'm thinking pallet wrap to Estonia. If any of you have got it with your container trailers?
I can create whatever I want with our trucks book dispatch thing. So if you give me an end destination, I can make sure that we all have cargoes to there.
Yeah, it's Ragnar in Pärnu in Estonia.
Um, Unfortunately, I don't have the time to do such a big trip, buddy.
Oh, right, okay. Netherlands cool for you?
Yeah, certainly, that is doable. Which city do you want to go to?
Let's have a look. I've got rice to Rotterdam.
Alrighty, I'm going to make dispatch jobs for our VTC, so just a sec. We will be there in a moment.
Okay, and our friend with the Volvo just kicked out. I'll say, let me know once you've done it so I can click on it in the... It won't go.
Alrighty, righty. We are going to pick up our loads at the container port. So was nobody else from the Truckers MP Facebook group interested in doing this?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, but they all want to speed 150 on EU2.
Yep, I'm just doing my pre-trip.
And to be clear, I do get both sides of the story in that heated discussion. It's only that they are always talking that us like-minded people have to have respect for them, but it's very difficult to get a little bit of respect back.
Yep. I mean, I know I come across as salty in there sometimes, but at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to get banned for reckless driving. Because I don't want them to reckless drive, simple as that. I thought I'd be walking around my truck doing a pre-trip. That's better, all my lights are working, my lines are connected, let's go get me box.
Oh, you are driving an empty trailer for me, buddy. Strange.
Yeah, no, because I've not picked my container up yet.
Ah, okay. But yesterday I had something that I made a dispatch job for myself, and I was actually driving an empty trailer with my cargo on it, only I didn't see it.
Okay, let me just spin around here, because that's my loading box there.
For this convoy, we are going to follow the new guy.
Yeah, 77, you all pick up for... Ah, don't drive through my trailer! I'm just having trailer driven through. I'm just being violated.
Yeah, that's one of our guys. Hey, report him. He drives through your trailer.
77, please, don't drive through my trailer. No. Oh dear.
Will I be able to drive in the water here?
I wouldn't do much for your corrosion warranty. I actually did that at Palmer when they put the ferry port there in one of the updates. It drives onto the ferry port and drives straight to the floor. They're able to drive out the boats onto the ocean. Okay, let's see where we gotta go.
Yeah, well, we are going to follow you for a change. You can have the lead.
Yeah, and it's motorway all the way. It's motorway all the way, and I'll knock my flashes off and turn four ways off once I'm onto the main road. whilst I'm moving around the port, I've got these things on. Don't worry, Rubens. Right, let's go. You all guys cleared the port?
How come you are pretty quiet now on the CB? I thought that you were louder at first.
I don't know. My microphone's moved, that's why, Ruben. How's that? Any better?
Oh, way better, way better. You're coming in loud and clear right now.
And for a great start to the convoy, I've taken the wrong fucking exit. I missed the exit, so just...
Okay, we're going to start the convoy with the goods. Okay.
Yeah, it's just... sorry, bus... sorry, Le Havre Transit Authority. Should have gone right at that junction, but I went straight on. Sorry, guys.
Well, we are simulating taking the wrong turn.
Yep. Now, Rube. 77 off the pavement. It's not meant for 40 tons. Right. Now I think we're going the right way.
It was to Rotterdam, right?
10 foot. 10 foot.
Alrighty, then I took the right place.
Well, Amsterdam and Rotterdam are pretty much next door to each other anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to do one trip with you. It's very nice weather out here. After this one, I'm going to take a walk because I'm already sitting on my ass again for 4 hours.
Oh no, I'm not long gone up actually. Straight over at the island. I mean, Ruben, it's like the Skoda drivers as well. I mean, people moan about the Skoda drivers. I mean, what's your take on them having the Skoda in the game? Because I've got no problem with it. It's just the drivers.
Okay, sorry, buddy. I was talking to my wife. What did you ask? My opinion about the Skoda drivers?
Yeah, the Skoda in the game.
Uh, Personally, I don't really have a problem with them being in the game, although I do say always that it's a truck simulator, not a car simulator. On the other hand, there are a lot of people driving them normally, and then I don't have any issues with it. And those who I have issues with are the same people I have issues with if they drive a truck most of the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It's not the tool, it's a person holding the tool that's the problem. I'll move over a length, we're turning left here. And as we go straight on towards Calais. Head towards Calais.
10-4.
Although we're not going up the CD road, even on this server. Straight on. I mean, yeah, you see all these videos of people hooning around and getting into messes. They're all on rural roads. I mean, yeah, okay, 150. Yeah, it's against the rules. But if you do it on an autobahn and pass me wide, yeah, naughty, but I won't do you for it. Do it on a single lane rural road that's twisty and windy. Well, if you crash and get banged, you deserve everything you get.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I do get both sides of the story. So, I like they're saying, well, that one message from that Wheezy, is it? Yeah, saying that speeding is okay if you have your truck or car under control. Okay, that's contradictory on its own, but okay, when do you have your truck under control? When do you have not your truck under control? Um, but I get it that speeding without causing collisions and stuff like that, that we have to tolerate that. I will put it like that, tolerate it.
Yeah, I think the official line is it's
And
against the rules, but it is tolerated. They've got bigger things to ban over. Yeah,
yes, indeed. And that is something out of that whole heated discussion for a couple of days,
it's still
I
rumbling on.
yeah, I know, but I won't be the one anymore that is going to start a new topic about it. You know what I hated the most in those whole discussions? Because that Theo Herber, that is a guy from my VTC, he thinks like us. And what pissed me off the most was that for Theo Herber and me, that we were too calm personally and that they started to distribute pictures of our personal Facebook profile,
Yeah,
and then
that's not on.
talking about our pictures. Yeah, talking about our pictures and saying that we look idiot and retarded and things like. Then I really was pissed off.
Yeah, that'll get under my skin as well. I mean, I think it's part of the problem is it's not so much the speed; it's just a lack of respect for other users on there. You know, we get in their way by driving to the rules. Well, if you can't do that, just don't drive. Go to Euro footings and drive straight through us with no problems at all. But you don't. You know, 2 and 3, as far as I make out, are convoy servers.
Yeah, I don't know about the convoys because that is not really written somewhere. But one thing is for sure, EU1 is simulation server. It is stated in the title, so that's the simulation thing. 2 and 3 are I don't know actually what they are because apparently the rules are not really active on those servers as long as no accident or nothing weird happens.
Yeah,
So from now, at this point, I don't really I don't know what to think about 2 and 3, what the purpose is of those two servers. So you can be right. That is then for convoys and stuff.
I mean, I've even thought about this. I was thinking about raising upon a feedback ticket. What they do, they close down Euro. Or what they could do is put a 90k limit on Euro 4, keep the cars on there, drop Euro 1 to 90k's, then possibly as well halve the server space of one and transfer the server spaces onto the other two servers. So Euro 3 gets smaller, Euro 1 and Euro 2 get bigger.
Yeah, that would indeed be a nice thing.
I mean, there's loads of ways you can treat it. I need to turn my feedback on my steering wheel. It's a bit loose at the moment. It's so easy to wander. Who's at the guy at the back, by the way?
I'm behind you. Behind me is Jean Paul, and the last one is Big Spanksy.
Right. Has he got audio? Has he got a microphone set at all? Just like, so if anybody's coming up behind us doing 110, he can just call us out so we know they're coming. We don't get spooked. Because that's another problem with the 150 club. They don't care about convoys. They just jump them. And that was part of my gripe.
I'm sorry, buddy. I lost everything you said because people were talking on Discord as well, and they are above your volume. Sorry.
Okay. I was saying the trouble is the lack of respect from the 150 club. It's causing problems with convoys as well.
Yes, indeed. And you are saying now maybe 2 and 3 are for convoys, but that is what we are constantly were having troubles with. If we were driving with the VTC on Euro 2, and believe me, we were not driving and searching for the most populated areas. We didn't do that. But for a convoy, it was always a crappy thing to do on the U2 because in every convoy somebody got hit at least once, and then we had to stop the whole thing because his truck was flipped.
Yeah, and there layeth the problem. Yeah, you drive on keys. Driving is a tactile thing. Yeah, it's a sensory thing, and you just have not got that sensory feel with keys W, A, S, and D. Yeah, you press W, you're going. There's no sort of gradiated thing. You just press and you go. If you hold it, you go all the way up to top speed.
Yeah. I couldn't do that actually. Playing with a keyboard, oh my god, no.
Well, I've been playing this game since 2014, I think it is. And only till Christmas 2017 did I get a wheel. And boy, what a difference it made.
I'm playing since 2014 as well, but I never played with a keyboard. Back then I didn't have the money to buy a steering wheel, and I did buy a controller, an Xbox 360 controller for the computer, and I played the game like for 2 years with that controller, and then I had a steering wheel.
Nice. What have you got? G29.
No, I got a steering wheel. Well, the first one was a cheap one, a cheap Logitech, 50 euros or something, that I had from my brother-in-law. But that one was making so much noise, and it's all plastic. You feel the cheapness when you have it in your hands. And the steering wheel I'm using now is a Logitech Driving Force GT. That is actually the steering wheel that came before the G27. Back then, also a pretty expensive one.
Yeah, move over one lane.
180 euros it
Move
was
over
back
one lane,
then.
guys.
Back then, it was also 180 euros for the steering wheel, and it looks exactly the same as the G29. Also, only the G29 has real pedals at the back of the steering wheel. This one has pushing buttons at the back, and this one uses a lot of plastic components, while the G29 is all metal inside, metal
Nice.
cogs and stuff.
Yeah, I always thought it was belt drive. But the thing I like about the G29 is all the buttons on the front.
Yeah, well, mine has the same buttons, so all those buttons, and I'm almost using none now because I'm using a virtual button box.
Well, I've got all the buttons that you would find on the steering wheel or around it, actually on the wheel. You know, triangle for four ways, X for engine brake, square for left signal, circle for right signal. The red ring at the bottom and the black button for the cruise control dial up and resume. The three lines below it for cruise control, me beacon and me flash me high beams. Up and down for forwards and backwards. And the other buttons as well for various ancillary things. My wipers on one flappy paddle. Me headlight up and down are on the other. Tall boot.
Do you have a tablet?
Got a laptop.
And an Android tablet? Because then you can use Sim Dashboard, and in Sim Dashboard for 5.5 euros you can have a pre-made truck button box for ETS2 and ATS, and that's what I'm using right now, and that's just great, man. You install the app on an Android device, and you install a small app on the computer that is used as a server to have communication between the app and your computer, and then you can install you can set all the buttons on your button box just like a real truck. It's really nice, man.
Nice. Apparently Jean Paul says you're lagging a bit.
Yeah, it seems so, although on my end I don't see anything going wrong, neither for the stream, but I said that half an hour ago as well, and then all of a sudden we were disconnected from the internet and television and telephone, so they are doing something here in the surroundings, I guess.
Well, 77 is pulling, was just been pulling over 200. He's back to 43. You are pulling about 28, and Jean Paul's pulling 61. That's probably why. I'm pulling 27. everyone good for fuel?
Oh shit, no. I need fuel. I need fuel.
Good job I asked then, isn't it? There's a fuel station just here.
Oh well, we got a nice little feature now that we can ask for 30 more liters.
With my American Truck Simulator T610, that's enough to make me overweight. She weighs 40,700 pounds with full tanks and no fuel. She's fat.
Wow.
Mind you, I do pull a triaxle trailer with it, so that probably doesn't help. You got your tag axle raised, Angel?
My rear axle of the truck is lowered.
Looks raised on my screen. Have a look at my, jump onto my screen now whilst you pulled over, my stream.
For me, his axles are all down.
That's raised on mine. You're lifted as well, Jean-Paul.
Are you streaming right now?
Yep.
Yeah, where could I find it again? Is it straight on Facebook or
I did post
YouTube?
it, it's on YouTube. I did post it on the link to it on Facebook.
I don't know if I'm already following you there, yes or no. I would have to check that, and if I'm not, I will gladly follow you.
Well, I posted in your chat. So let me tap something up again.
No, right. Xantec, of course I'm following you.
I'm
going to have a look. Oh yeah, man. On your stream, my axle is up, but for me, my axle is down. Oh my god.
Yeah, what's mine look like? Oh, and Rubens, I'm actually going to be a bit nitpicky with you now. You've got the wrong rear axle on your truck.
Why do I have the wrong one?
The conical ones that you've got are for the drive axles on Scanias, not the dead axle.
Yeah. Can you drive a little bit forward that you are standing right next to me? From here I have like a little bit of a false view. They are turning all. Yeah, your axles are down.
That's up. That's down.
Now your rear axle is up.
Should be coming down now. just lowered it again.
Nope. It stays up.
How very odd.
Come on, go on.
Let's roll.
Start
Let's
driving.
roll. Yeah, we'll keep it about 80k.
Hey man, people on the U1.
Woohoo! Yeah, I've got a bit of a disadvantage here because I'm in a right-hand drive truck. It's a little bit more tricky when I'm pulling out of some junctions. I can look in my mirrors all day and still not see something until all of a sudden, BANG! Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the hard part when we are driving in England.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I've got no trouble of continental drivers coming into fuel stations on left lane. Continental drivers who go into rural roads on fuel stations on their driver's side, which means they cross over our lanes. I've got no problem with that. So as long as he pulls straight out safely, because for the same reason why I'm on EU, in Europe, on the continent, so to speak. I'll use a fuel station on the other side of the road. So when I pull out my driver's side, I can look straight down the side of the trailer and see who's coming up behind me. I get a better view that way. Although technically it is against the rules. If we're caught in an accident, we will get done for it. But if it means I can see down the side of the trailer, to see if anyone's coming up behind and look forwards, it's safer for everybody. But don't do it on the CD road. Do it somewhere quiet.
Oh, come on. I want to have some fun on the CD road.
9 a CD road. 9 CD Strasse.
That is still a question I have. Why the hell is the CD road asking people to all of a sudden not obey the rules at all anymore? Why that particular part? Why that trip from Calais to Duisburg or Duisburg to Calais?
I have no idea why they use that road. I mean, there's more roads on this map, that are equally just as twisty, just as windy, just as enjoyable to drive down when it's quiet. The one that comes out of that goes from, I think it's Metz down to Switzerland down to Italy in the base map. It's a lovely, twisty, windy road. There's loads of single lane roads on the base map. Loads of them.
I wonder what's going to happen if we are going to get a new DLC with a part of Turkey. Let's see if they are all going to race on those roads as well. Because if you're talking to Turkish people, they say that in their country, in real life, they're always racing their trucks. Well, I want to see what's going to happen in that new DLC.
2 words, Ruben. Wreckfest.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, actually.
I mean, it's like you come down to all the roads, like, well, we're just in north of the Turkish border crossing. There's a repair bay here. Oh dear, I've gone down to 1 frame per second. There's a big pile of trucks off to the side, trying to get into a repair bay. lane 2, guys. I've just seen the signs to hell. I mean, in that debate that we had rumbling away, one of our one of the participants in that debate, I won't mention his name, but he knows who he is, and he probably might be watching this stream. But if you do, yeah, if I put my colours on my truck and my name, your VTC name above my truck, I represent your company. That right, Ruben?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so when that guy puts his truck in the colours of the VTC that I'm in and the same tag name, he represents them. But not only them, the boss as well. In this case, it'll be Rib Sose and Kate. In your case, it'll probably be you, whoever, if I think you actually run that VTC. And therefore, they get the reputation about that VTC. And if members of the VTC start getting banned, the company gets a bad reputation. Good reputations are hard to learn and so easy to lose.
Yeah, that is certainly right, indeed.
That's why Warburers have got such a bad reputation.
And that one guy in the heated discussion on the Facebook group, that Rob Lynn guy, I knew I already know that when the new DLC comes, that in Romania they can actually drive faster with their trucks. And I was already waiting for 2 days for a comment from him saying that when the new DLC is going to come, we have no reason to complain anymore about the speed limits because you can drive 110 in Romania. I was waiting for that, and he did it.
Well, the thing is, though, if 110's a limit for trucks, then fine, no problem. It's when you start doing, but it's when you start doing that with lack of respect for the road users, that's when it becomes a problem. The CD road is 60 k's per hour, but some bends, you take that at 60 and you'll be putting your mirrors on the ground, and you put your windscreen in somebody else's wagon. You still have to slow down for bends, but people don't understand that fact.
Yeah, that's exactly what I hate on roads like that. Certainly the CD road. Sometimes I do it just to laugh at other people's stupidity. But indeed, people forget that even in real life you have to slow down to take corners. And I don't have my trailer and truck stability completely maxed out. No sir, I want to have a real feeling. So I have to slow down or I flip my truck. Simple as that.
We're coming off here, boys, to our various destinations. See if I can get to these lights. Yay! Perfect. Able to roll up to the lights. I was still rolling when he went green.
What are breaks? Common gas, basically I will quit streaming right now. I'm already streaming now for 4.5 hours. I didn't get off my ass for 4.5 hours almost. So I really have to we have to go left here.
Okay, you have a gun.
Look at that, there is life on the U1.
It's live, Jim, but not as we know it. Probably people get really,
No, un
probably people get really cheesed off about.
unfortunately not yet, but I'm going to stay on the U1 and going to try to get some people over here every time I stream and drive.
Yeah, it's worth it. Well, yeah, that comment I made about putting your the moment you put your name up above a VTC, above your truck in a VTC, I mentioned it actually in the VTC Facebook group that I'm actually in. Like, you know, this has got to be interesting round in postbed. That's bigger than I thought I can. Just about skew it round, I think. Yeah, I don't think he was happy about that. In fact, I don't think he's going to like me too much with what I said, because when he saw the rumble on, he goes, oh no, not this crap again. I think he's, when we're not about in convoys, I think he's a member of the 150 Club. Well, that's the thing, I mean, did you see what I posted the other day? About, if you want to go 150, you should be able to, you should have to log onto the game, get an account, log on, and drive for 6 months, totaling 200 hours, without a ban, and then you can get that granted to you in your account. To get the Skoda, you must then do another 6 months without a ban to be given the Skoda. And the moment you get banned, you lose both privileges and you have to start all over again.
That would be a nice system. Question is, are the devs up to it to program something like that? I don't think so. I'm afraid not.
I mean, that would also affect me because
Okay, let's park for the picture.
yeah, I'm still dropping my load. If you can just hang fire, guys. Where are you actually in? Where are you on the map?
I'm actually driving towards the company's garage already. I'm here right now. Once the cargoes are dropped, head over to the company's garage and we will meet there for a screenshot.
10-4. In the bag.
Okay, we have to place ourselves on the other side. Jean-Paul can't park here.
So basically the green square, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Well, it's green for me, but not for you, because I've not brought that depot yet. This profile I'm on now has less than £1 million on it. Wow, I don't believe it. Everyone down here stops for red lights. What's wrong with these people?
Since when do you have to stop for red lights?
And they even use, some of them even use blinking lights and tick and tocking. I just quickly go around the back to dump my trailer. So I'm going to have to reverse in this one.
10-4.
Stop.
Are you just driving through that building? Oh my god! I don't
I
have
don't.
the customization
Hang on,
customization DLC for Duff.
is yours a 4-slot, 5-slot depot?
Yes, yes, all my garages are upgraded. And I don't
Ah,
have the customization DLC for Duff, so I'm seeing holes in your front.
yeah. I'll tell you what, Rubens. I will send it. I will see if I can send it to you at some point. Are you on my streamers, friends? And if you want, I will.
After we have taken some screenshots
Yeah,
here, I'm going to sign off. It was
yeah.
nice driving with you. I'm sorry that I can't be here for much longer, but I really have to get off my ass.
Well, as you've not got the DLC and I have, yeah, I'll send a photo. Because otherwise it'll look ugly with holes in the truck.
Yes, it will.
I've got some others. I've turned the names off, but I will. I've got the names on here, so. Right, have a safe drive, guys.
Yes, man. Thanks for driving with us, and we have to do this more often and a little bit longer then.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Alright, I'm signing off for everybody. Bye bye, thanks for the trip, thanks for everything, thanks for the support.
Have a good one.
Okay,
Oh,
then
have a good
I'll
one,
leave
guys.
here. I will leave the game. Bye bye.
Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye. Time to quickly do something on Steam. Oh, damn. That's why. I've got your card number. 4462. Four four six two 9153 2373 1853 92. Continue. Okay, I'm back on my own now for a little bit. I'm on Euro 1 if you want to join me. Heading up to Rotterdam. Out of Rotterdam up to the Baltics. Just had an interesting run with a couple of other guys from another VTC. Now, let's not cheat. Let's not cheat with the auto part. Let's do it properly. There we go. 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 Now, in a minute, a container is going to miraculously appear on the back of my skull. Bum, 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 bum. Crunch. Okay. A nice, quiet drive to the Baltics. Okay. Don't need to go to Europe, but I do need to go to Amsterdam and Groningen. What's it down here? 50k down here. 100k. I have to drop down into the tunnel. Under a river, I think it is. No, I just want to go just under the town. Still accelerating nice and gently. There is another tunnel around here as well that does go under the river. Well, if any TMP mods do watch this stream, yeah, I have a few thoughts with regards to how to deal with some of the attitude of reckless driving on the multiplayer. Because over on Euro 1 server, they're quiet, but they're okay. You know, I'd much rather see more people on this server. And the thing is, if it is possible, it may or may not be possible, I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me on the forum. It's Explore Transport, by the way, my handle. And that is, if you want to do 150 kilometers per hour, which people do, and I admit, even as a sim style driver myself, I've done that speed. You know, on Euro 4, it's not enjoyable to do. You're fighting the truck all the time if you got your stability settings set up. And I think these are lesson 1 on this particular profile. I'll certainly have a check. And the thing is, if you want to do 150 Ks, can you, the devs, set it up so you have to earn it? 6 months without a ban, without any ban, for any reason, it's granted to you, provided you've done 200 hours of play. Then after another 6 months and another with 200 hours of play minimum, which is basically 2 hours for 10 days or 20 days or whatever it is. Yeah, it's not a lot. It can easily be done over 6 months, 200 hours. You know, 24 hours a day, 10 days, 2 hours a day. Or 100 days. I think it's 100 days at 2 hours a day. Well, 100 days is 3 months. Plus a bit more. If you can go for that long without getting a single ban, you can then get unlocked. You can then actually unlock without being kicked the Skoda. But the moment you get banned, ping! Oh dear, I've been banned. Now what? Oh, I served my 2 day ban. 2 days later I come back. Oh, I've not got my Skoda. Yep, the process must begin all over again. And I think if people realise that if they can get banned and lose their privilege for whatever speed, for whatever reason, they will slow down. They will drive more responsibly. I mean, here, 2-lane road. You probably could get away with doing 150. It's naughty. Because it states in the rules in black and white that it's 150 kilometers per hour is not the limit. But you must obey all road signs. Yes, obey all signs. It's in black and white. That is the rule. Which means when you come up to places like this, you've got time to react. You know, if I'm doing 150 kilometers per hour and somebody's coming up from this area here, there's a possibility that he won't see me, because if there's a truck in the other lane, he may want to pull out, but by the time he's pulled out, I've hit him. I've not had a chance to stop, he's not had a chance to see me, and boom. So I would report him for cutting out, he would report me for ramming. Well, I hit him, it's my fault. Or at least that's how it should be. By the way, this is a hypothetical situation I'm talking about, but one that does happen on a regular basis because I have only got a ban by mistake on my server because I obey the rules. Yeah. It's 80 kilometers per hour down here. I'm actually doing about 80. 81 with what it's set at. If I bring up my GPS, F3, I'm actually doing 81. Just... That's it. But 81. I won't moan about 81 and 80 zone. It's within 10%. I won't moan at that. You do 61 in a 60 zone, I won't. I'm not a speed Nazi. Well, at least I don't think I am. This is the speed limit and you will do it. No, I'm not quite like that. I just want people to slow down and drive appropriately. Gearbox will kick down the gear in a minute, you watch. There's probably nobody about on this server, but I'll move over one lane anyway, just in case anybody's coming down and they want to join. I haven't got to, because there's a white line to my right here, which is a giveaway line. Okay, here we are. Ooh, that's interesting. might go on to the American truck in a minute. Actually, why not? It's gonna be busier on the American truck, I think. Let's have a look. Information server status. Yeah, so yeah, why not? One, three, five. Ooh. $6 o'clock. Ah, that's gonna be interesting. DLC is Washington. Let's have a look at these rules. Blink. Right. 1700 Ks. I'll crack on, I'll get this job done. I'll end the stream, then switch over to American Truck Sim. But first of all, welcome to my channel if you're watching. I'm on Euro 1 server if you want to jump onto Euro Truck and follow me. I am going to Tartu in, I believe, Estonia. If you want to interact with me, feel free to type something up in the chat. I do respond. However, the language is English, because otherwise I don't speak any. I'm one of these sad people who unfortunately does not understand anything else other than English. So if you put something like in Finnish, French, Russian, Bulgarian, Latvian, or whatever, and I can't understand it, I won't be able to reply to you. And that's my gorgeous DAF XF with a container on the back. It's unusual for me because normally I run fridge work, but I don't mind containers. They're an interesting haul sometimes. I used to spend a lot of time on Euro 1 server. Then I moved to Euro 2. Then made a home on Euro 3. But Euro 2 and Euro 3 were given a 150 km/h speed limit, which was fine. But these last few months, there's been an influx of people with no respect for other road users. I know it's the same. But even so, with the multiplayer, you still have to abide by rules. Well, that's great. I just roll through the lights. Hit the lights as you go green. There we go. Still in 50 zone, but you know. So yeah, I've decided to start trucking on Euro 1. And what I would really love to happen with this server is for AI traffic to be brought in. That will certainly make it a little bit more interesting, as at the moment it's like driving around on single player with your AI traffic turned off. It can get a little bit boring. But on the flip side, I can get from point A to point B with relatively little problems. Set cursors on 58. Now, even though it's national speed limit, it's still 60 km/h, which means a car can probably come past me at well over 100 in Germany. Well, I'm in Germany at the moment. And if you want the speed Nazis, you want the Germans. They love their rules. They love their regulations. Another thing that rings me about the CD road. A lovely strip of tarmac between Calais and Duisburg runs up the coast. I think it's known as the North France Coast Road or something like that. And for the vast majority of it, it is signposted at 60 for a truck, which is about 40, just under about 39 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour. And the trouble is, with that road, there's a lot of keyboard players who turn the limiter off because you've got the ability to do that in Euro 2, Euro 3. Oh, frog in my throat. And the thing is, with that, we click on the sign saying all road signage must be obeyed, etc., etc. You click on that before you even play the game. And then you go rip-roaring off to 150 k's or as near as damn it as you can get. First corner they come to, you put the truck on the side. Or there's somebody else coming the other way, overtaking on a blind bend, and hits them. And then they moan about it when they get banned. Because the TMP policy is rules must be obeyed. It says that on black and white on the front page. And occasionally you'll get a rules reminder, which is good. Because if you don't click yes, you abide by the rules, you don't get to play. And there's a big debate on the... Oh, hello! There's a big debate on the... Oh, fine. Back down to number 3 again. On the TMP Facebook about this. And it comes down to which camp is right. You know, one camp says that the rules aren't there. Another camp says they are. Well, I'm in the camp that says they are. Because I drive for a living, so obeying speed limits is second nature-ish. And then they moan at us, well, you're doing 60 kilometers per hour. You're in our way. No, we're not. We're doing what the rules tell us to do. And it erupted in this big argument. It lasted about 2 or 3 days. I think it's still rumbling on now. Yeah. I get called a speed Nazi because I want people to slow down. No, I just don't want people to get banned for dangerous driving. Because on a road like this, yeah, the rules say signs must be adhered to, which means for me, I have to do 80 k's. But if you're in your Scania, you've turned the limiter off, you've got 3 lanes. You do 150 k's past me, I won't moan at you for it as long as you don't hit my truck. Well, forget that you've got a trailer on. I was like, my car's pass, in a come. Wallop. You at my trailer. No, you cut me off. Well, that's where it starts. You know, and we get called all manner of insults under the sun. But it's not about that. You get these people who then do, you know, they do whatever speed you want down the, for example, which is what really started off the Calais-Duisburg road. And then you get, show a video, I've been banned. And you put this video up. Well, that's why you're being banned. Slow the hell down. Because if I'm on a single lane road and you pull out and overtake oncoming traffic and you pile into me, I will report. I've got every right to. Because you hit my truck, you got everything you deserve. And I don't want to be salty. Although it does mean I come across sometimes as a little bit salty. And yeah, we've still got a long way to go on this road, so that's where we're going. Just under 1,000 miles to go. Oh bollocks, I need fuel. I've been looking down at my blue gauge thinking that's my fuel gauge and like, oh damn. I'm needing fuel shortly. That is a useful feature that's been brought in by SCS, the ability to emergency refuel if you run out. Nice. There's Hanover. Might see if I can get the ferry up to from Travemund, I think. Is that where it's taking me? I don't know. The diesel gods. Let's make a sacrifice to the diesel gods. Quick tap of the brakes and knock cruise control off. And 30k to the rear, bloody hell, that's a bit low. That's tight. And yeah, there used to be a restriction for double trailers. That used to take up the Calais-Duisburg road. I'm going there. So if I... Right. Reset the navigation. That ain't working. I need to go to Travemund, I believe. Right. Hello! I can see where you are somewhere. You're on my tab somewhere. Epic failed trucking. go. Get on the road again. Go up to Travemund. Catch a ferry. Like there, for example. Yeah. I'm trying to pull out of a junction. I cannot see because I'm in a other traffic because I'm in a right-hand drive vehicle. I can now, but by that time it would be too late. A collision would have been had. That's another thing. Some of these guys who race around, speeding. I could look out there. There's no one on my tab. Look through my mirrors. Look through my door. Can't see anybody. Begin to pull out. By that time, bang! They've hit me and I've been reported for pulling out on them. Yeah. They were doing 150 Ks and had no chance to stop. And then they'll moan about getting banned off their own video. Oop. Let's set my truck into the right lane. Saltiness, who needs it? There we go. That's it. Alright, send me that. I'll send a message to him. I'll sort that out in a second. It's not in areas of high population, so... Was it? Angel Arrow. Right. . That's that little knob done. Back up to here towards Travermoon now. Then catch a ferry all the way up the Baltic. You don't think I'm driving that far, do you? Sod that. There we are. There we are. 60. Next it in at 60. That's better. Itchy foot. Level crossing. I remember once before I started recording my game footage, people thought how to. I was on what was the CD road and pulls up at the level crossing. I could have gone through it, but I would have stopped and would have ended up sort of half over the tracks. Never a good thing with a level crossing. You never know when there's a train coming. I just heard like, come on, move forwards on the chat. Report. Goes 2501 UK. I'm like, no, I'm not going to proceed across the tracks. That's the worst thing you can do at a level crossing. Redcoat. Whoop. That's somebody else to add to my Steam's list. Redcoat. I'll get this run done, have a break, shut everything down, then jump onto American truck for a bit. This will cut a massive amount of distance off the trip. A hell of a lot. Yeah, I'm on the right lane for the right boat. Let's go to there. Wait, where's the Helsinki boat? There. Well, there's Tartu. There's Helsinki. There's Tallinn. I'll take that one. No, I'm not going the wrong way, even though my boat's going to Tartu. I know I'm taking the Helsinki boat. That drops me into Tallinn. to the right side of the road. Get to work, you layabouts! Stop in the union meeting. God damn it, these dock workers round here, there's always standing around doing nothing. God dear. Welcome to Estonia. There we go. Estonia, a nation of what used to be many years ago, before the 1990s. This country was part of what was then the Soviet Union. When green lights and yellow lights start to flash, something is about to happen. Which normally involves the lights going red. Strange that. If this is a Euro 2 now, somebody's come by, you know, whoa! Straight past. Now I'll pass them on the next corner when you'll be on the side. Oh, here we are. All these buildings were built in the Soviet era. Lots and lots of bland, featureless concrete. Lots of it. Although that was Soviet architecture in the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s. All up to the late 80s, really. But the Soviets did functionality, they didn't do style, they did function. Unless, of course, you're trying to show off and impress the people. Look how good our glorious Soviet Union is. Straight over. Straight over. Ah, dear. Good. Good idea. Said about 85. Nice little footbridge there. There we go. Well, it's about. No, I'm up on the map on my own at the moment. Time to upset the locals. Find a bus stop I can quickly park into, and as I need to do something. Definitely car park there. There's a big ditch. Right, here we go. I'm going the wrong way. I should have spun my truck round. Fire the barrier as I can. There we are. Nearly done for this this run. Now we cut in the stream. Go and get something to eat because I'm absolutely bloody starving. Get a drink as well. Then I'll return on American Truck Simulator in a Peterbilt 579. Not much different than this DAF XF really. Act Tattoo. I still sit at them. There we go. That is the back of Suprema. Well, that's the front. That's where the front of the store is. I've got to go around the back because we truckers ain't liked. They don't want those truckers clogging up the front of their store. So we have to go around the back. Right, let's find a motel to sleep for the night. There we go. Oop. That was cool by looking at the screen. I wondered a bit. No. Shouldn't really do that. It'll do. It's in the lines. That's the point. G set. Oh, G. Is 0.5. Zero 0.5. So that's between 0 and so those settings there. Truck stability, trailer stability between 0.5, which is between 0 and 1. Perfectly, as far as I'm aware, in the guidelines of TMP. And that's that. Thank you for travelling along with me, and if you like what you see, click on the notification bell and click on the like, because it goes well, it makes my channel look good. And if I say, pray to the gods of like, share and subscribe. Dear brother, amen. Bye bye.